The Nintendo 64, one of the most classic and retro consoles in the world as of right now. I would have to say that even though I was never born in that era of consoles and gaming, it truly does bring a tear to my eye. I mean, come on, it's literally a Nintendo console that was in the era that was so unique of gaming. I personally feel like that era of gaming was one of a kind, especially when it came to Nintendo consoles and their games. I wish I was born during that specific time period because I actually never had the chance or the opportunity to actually own one, which sucks a lot, but of course I can definitely say that based on many videos that I've seen before the recording of this video, the Nintendo 64, bro, yeah, many people, they looked so stoked and excited to play that console and the games that it had, which we'll get into a minute. I feel like whenever a big company such as PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo, which are pretty much the big three, people tend to get hyped for the next console release. I mean, look at the Nintendo Switch 2. People were waiting for that announcement like no tomorrow, and of course they literally announced it in the reveal trailer, and many people had mixed opinions, but let's see how it goes for them in the next trailer. So as of right now, we do have many games for the Nintendo 64. The Nintendo 64 had great games such as Super Mario 64, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Mario Kart 64, Star Fox 64, which to be honest I never played that game and I really hope it's a good game, Paper Mario, Mario Golf, and much more. Obviously Mario 64 and Ocarina of Time being the most popular ones for the Nintendo 64. So of course if you want to play many games, there are just a plenty of categories to choose from and different genres of games. Mario being the most iconic IP for Nintendo did have a bunch of games. As for the sales and units sold, the Nintendo 64 actually sold 32 million copies, units obviously, worldwide, and Mario 64 being the most sold game, to which it sold 12 million copies worldwide as well. Now when it comes to console design, I'm not even gonna lie, I really like the console design. I know it's pretty bland, it's literally just a black box where you just stick in your cartridge of your game into the top of the box, but I really like the aesthetic that it has, and of course most importantly the controller. I really do like the controller. I feel like it's one of a kind, and obviously I think it might be, personally for me, up there with the GameCube controller. I really do enjoy the GameCube controller, to which, I mean, it's kind of unique. I really like the designs that Nintendo has taken over the years with their consoles and their controllers. So that's just my take. You can have your own take. I mean, I just personally like the consoles and controllers that Nintendo has released over the years. So the big question today is it worth in 2025? Is the Nintendo 64 worth it? Honestly, I think I would have to say no and yes. I would have to say more towards the yes side, just because there are emulations and emulators where you can run on your PC if you do own one. And I think that many emulations and emulators there are currently are not the greatest or the best, so that's why I'm leaning more towards the yes part of it, to where, yeah, if you do have the money, I know they're kind of expensive. I mean, I get most of my stuff from eBay, so that's kind of where I just gave out my secret, but I literally just get most of my consoles and games from eBay, so I would recommend that if you do want to get the Nintendo 64, yeah, go ahead. Maybe you might find one cheap, like for a couple $100 on eBay, a pretty good one, decent one. So yeah, I think you should definitely get one just in case you really want to experience the classic retro gaming style of Nintendo, from the past. Now, there's going to be another segment of this video, which is currently right now, that there's going to be a huge but. Pause. But the huge but of this video is that there's going to be a new, apparently there are rumors, a new release of the Nintendo 64 console. There's going to be like a new modernized one. I don't know if it's true, but there are many rumors. I've seen many videos right before the recording of this video that there's going to be a new modern Nintendo 64 console, which, if that is the case, which I highly doubt, because I think Nintendo would be way more secretive towards that specific type of console. But if that is the case, I would have to say definitely wait a little bit longer and do not purchase one as of right now, because if they do make a new Nintendo 64, once again, this is my take, I don't think they're going to do it. Maybe they might in the future, but as of right now, I don't think so. Because they can literally just port their games into the Nintendo Switch and you can play the games right there. So, I don't know, that could just be me. So if that is the case, I would definitely say wait And maybe if, like I said, if they do release it, you can definitely buy that, but we don't know the price. You already know how Nintendo is with pricing and their standardized pricings, which are typically expensive, kind of. So yes, I would have to say wait. But as of right now, do I think it's worth it? Yes. I honestly think a Nintendo 64 is definitely worth it because of many issues that I've seen with emulators on PC, as I've seen them being crashed and many different glitches and other things that I can't really get into. So yeah. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you guys leave a like, make sure you guys subscribe, make sure you guys leave a comment, and any feedback. I would greatly appreciate any feedback on these type of videos and my channel because it helps me grow and it helps me get better on these videos. So yeah, make sure you guys let me know in the comments down below. Do you guys think a Nintendo 64 is worth it in 2025? And I'll catch you in the next one. Stay safe and peace.